Now from the home of the Dog Pound, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. You look at this Browns defense.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
They run here with Dowdle. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Judkins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Hey, check that. Ready?
On 1st down, here's Judkins. Taken down at the 42. The Browns are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Steelers 7, Browns 0. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
On third down, here's Judkins.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
The 44-yard line.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They run again with Dowdle.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Rodgers going to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
How did he stay on his feet? And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown,
Pat Freiermuth.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. but you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
That's to the second-year tight end, Harold Fannin. Ooh, with a juke. Still going. Inside the 10. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. The rookie from Arkansas on target there. It's a first down.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal.
The back foot throw there is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Sampson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Third and goal.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Judkins.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it.
Touchdown!
Quinshon Judkins.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On play action, it's Rodgers.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel McNeil-Warren.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
On the handoff, this is Judkins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
The running
10.
lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Green. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
It's now 3rd down.
Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And this this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Schmidt on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. A running play, it's Dowdle. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
There's Rodgers to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Throwing to start the drive. Green.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Sets up first down and goal at the 1-yard line.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1.
Dowdle is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
He'll try again. And this time he is in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Browns 10. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Green. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Green.
He'll swing this out to Jenkins.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Steelers' 39-yard line.
Here's second and 8.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. This one is complete to Judkins.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That's good for a Browns.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Checks it down to Judkins.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
4 at the 9-yard line.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
19 strike, 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
Operating from the gun, Green.
To the sideline and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Go check, go check.
Green now from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out of bounds It's on the other side of midfield at the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
An inside run with Judkins. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
That's complete. Right side, it's Bond.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Green.
He's got a man. That's Bond. And the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
Trying to hammer it in with Judkins.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Quinshon Judkins with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have cut the lead back down to 2.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they?
For the 2-point conversion.
It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Rico Dowdle.
His second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw it one deep.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
They'll roll him out right. Room here to run.
He's on his way. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Give up the middle. Jenkins.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Quinshon Judkins.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level.
To try here for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
That will tie the game. 28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Rodgers.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Roddy Hickman with a pick.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To throw is Green. Throwing to start the drive.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Oh, that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 45-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they have regained the lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First down.
Now Rodgers.
That's caught right side. It's Warren.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Browns' 40-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Now a 2nd and 6.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
39-yard line.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
throw there going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he is caught. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
He's taken down at
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Rodgers now to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
102 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
3-yard line.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Yeah, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
line.
Tackle by
Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
No gain on the play.
That'll leave them with 2
It's
remaining.
third down
We'll be back
and
after
12.
this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
41-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Green setting up a screen for Judkins.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Scramble.
Back to throw. Green. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Bond with a catch. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
It was a pretty entertaining ball game. Charles had the lead changes going on in the second half, but I think for the losing side, not able to put any points on the board in the 4th quarter, that ultimately was what really stung them.
And you know what puzzled them during the game? It's going to puzzle them even more when they go back, watch tape, and try and figure it all out. Did they not make the proper adjustments, or were they just outplayed? They'll have to figure that out and get ready for their next one.
So for Cleveland, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get a few extra days
Here we go, strike. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?